So I'm expecting 2023 to be a decently good year and 2024 to be extremely good year. If you remember, I said inflation, I think, goes negative. So therefore, we will see much more stimulus and growth will remain somewhat sluggish. So I'm again excited about where we're going to go. And we will go from 300 million users, and next time around we'll be at 1 billion users. And that trend rate of adoption just continues higher. So it's all to play for. And it feels always the darkest before dawn.
Macro investment expert and Real Vision co-founder now came up with predictions of crypto dominance in terms of source and value. Raoul is known for his far optimist stance on crypto and is one of the most listened to voices in the crypto space. Powell himself is a macro investment expert and co-founded Real Vision, which is known for its business and investment-related insights, knowledge, and opinions of industry experts. 2022 has been a roller coaster ride for cryptocurrencies worldwide. The sudden fallout of one of the leading crypto exchanges, FTX, has not only rocked the industry upside down, but also has raised multiple questions on the functionality, transparency, and the regulations related to the cryptocurrency market worldwide.
But I really want to understand where this is going. Raoul's Adventures of Crypto is that. I'm building the building blocks of understanding of who is doing what and where is it coming from. We spoke to the Jenkins, the Valet guys, and how they were building a metaverse and a Web3 e-reader. So they bring out the book of Jenkins, the Valet, and then eventually they're creating a metaverse as well. Again, amazing. So this is this nexus with gaming coming and metaverse experiences. And obviously in gaming, we've had Yatsui, who's like one of the world's experts on this, and Pierce Kicks. And they've given us the top level of how gaming, culture, NFTs, metaverses are all coming together in something bigger. The amount of capital flowing into these particular projects is gigantic. Yes, they're expensive projects to do as well. But I think that is another thing we need to be looking out for in 2023, 2024, into 2025. We're going to see in all sorts of really interesting development. So we've got, don't forget, also on the layer one side, we haven't had it on yet, are the Aptos guys and the Sui guys. Sui's not launched yet. Super fast, amazing chain that's come out of the Facebook group who built their entire business lines there, same as Aptos. So those are two new players in the space. Arbitrum is another one of the layer twos that's interesting. So lots to watch there in the traditional crypto space. Let's see how the incumbents, let's see if the XRP lawsuit gets settled. That's going to be interesting too. And I think it cleans a lot of the space up. Regulation. We've had some shitty regulation with the library deal, but we need some clarity. XRP is going to be one of them, and then we'll get a few more tests. Who's going to regulate all of this space? Next big question. Is it going to be Gary Gensler? Is Gary Gensler going to go into a different job? Is Gary Gensler going to lose a job over FTX? Is the CFTC going to get the majority of it? I don't know. We're going to find out. But I know there's a lot of people fighting the fight here. People like Ryan Selkis, Senator Loomis, and a whole bunch of others who are in DC, Brian Armstrong, making sure we get the right rulings and a fairness that the space requires to flourish.
Rise and fall of crypto adventures are related to various other digital assets depending upon growth of metaverse and other technological assets. No matter how uncertain and unpredictable Bitcoin is right now, it certainly remains the king of the crypto world in terms of its market capitalization and trading volume. Bitcoin has been accepted as the world's most mainstream and largest cryptocurrencies. In fact, many large and even small institutions and companies and even countries have started accepting Bitcoin as a legitimate source of payment. However, we cannot ignore the fact that cryptocurrencies are here to stay. Due to the exponential rise of non-fungible tokens, NFT, and smart contract applications, there are several cryptocurrencies in market which holds long-term viability and can be looked upon as a great investment option in 2023.
This is the picture I put together in this shitty year of 2022 where prices did nothing but go down. But it's part of the space. The global monetary and liquidity cycle is why macro matters, why macro and crypto are the same thing. But underlying it is this technology that is changing the world. And it's always at this point that people say, well, how the hell is it changing the world? There's nothing going on here except scams, shitcoins, and all of that. Ignore it all. Put your fingers in your ear and focus on the bigger picture. Because the bigger picture is truly exciting to me. I think the other thing is I'm really interested how people solve UX, because UX is still terrible. I still have to call up Sergio Silva and say, how do I stake my ape? What the hell does this do? How does it work? How do I connect to this and that? And how do I get my punk into my out of why can't I buy it on OpenSea? Well, you can't. You have to go to their website. So why does it want to go to a random wallet? Oh, it works that way because it's a different type of contract and it goes through this centralized wallet and then goes into your wallet. Okay. Now, why can't I see it in my ledger? Well, because it can't show in a ledger because it's a different type of contract. I mean, Christ, it's difficult. So we will see UX. I'm really interested to see how Ledger do in this space because I know Ian's working on a lot of stuff there. I'd love to see how Consensus are doing with MetaMask, where the next iteration, where the Phantom wallet goes, and also Temple. Let's see where the Tezos ecosystem goes. A lot of people are saying, hey, listen, you've got to watch both the Solana NFT system and the Tezos ecosystem because they're really interesting. So I think that's also worth watching.
I know it's weird, but I kind of get really excited when you've had the flush out, you've taken the pain, you got the down cycle out of the way because then you can get optimistic about the future now. I don't sell any of my assets and switch them to stable coins. I learned the lesson from the last time around. I'm like, okay, that's what really happened on the final lesson about long-term trends. And then I thought, well, I also know this network adoption model, and I know this logarithmic trend, and I know this monetary tightening cycle.
I think it's the best bet the world has ever been given. So far, it's the best performing asset in all recorded history. And I don't think that trend changes until we get to saturation of the network. And it's taken bloody Amazon, Google, all of those guys, 2 decades, and they still haven't got to saturation of the network. So I don't think this will be a quick process either, and the gains will be long. If I look at those kind of technology stocks, they've had something like 30 to 50% year-on-year annualized gains. Crypto's been doing about 100 and something. Again, it's twice the speed of anything we've ever seen. Now, that AI, the GPT chatbot thing, I mean, that's gone from 0 users last Wednesday to 1 million users by Sunday. I mean, I think that AI is going to be fast. I mean, Emad's got the tiger by the tail there, but we can't participate in that. Yeah, we can play around with it, but we can't make money from it. But crypto is that. It is that asset. So it has been a shitty year. People are angry, confused, because many people came in late. People came in at higher prices. People believe that the markets only went up. They wanted to believe what everybody told them, as opposed to, I absorb all the information from people and then I filter it into my own guys. People took too much risk. They used leverage when they were warned not to. People didn't custody, not your coins, not your keys, not your coins. People didn't self-custody, just self-custody. People needed to learn the lesson because we had another couple of 100 million people who started using crypto in this cycle. And so that led to 200 million people having to learn lessons. Next time around, we'll have 300 million people starting, and we'll have 600 million people or 700 million people having to learn the lesson. That's just how it goes. But when you're bringing a new financial system where you can take physical possession, which is why I got into the space in the first place, because I understood you owned nothing in an over-leveraged system. And if you could self-custody your own asset, and it's a digital asset that nobody could fuck with, then you've got something amazing. If you can then build an entire system of value on top for the entire internet and a recorded ownership of anything, including IP, content, everything, then that is a gigantic idea. That still holds. So just use it. It's not that difficult to do. So I am really excited. I'm really looking forward to where this is going.
So according to Raoul Pal, there must be big surprises on our way that none of us ever predicted. What are your thoughts about crypto market, its rise and fall? Feel free to let us know in the comments section below. If you find this video helpful, then give this video a big thumb up and do subscribe to our channel for more updates like these.